Welcome to Culture No Cap. I'm your host, Eric Spencer, along with co-host Reverend Eric Helton in the building.
How did you?
What's up, man?
What's up, man?
How's everything?
Man, I'm just blessed better than I deserve, for sure.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, man. Happy Black History Month, man.
Happy Black History Month.
How you celebrating?
Being black.
I knew you was gonna say something like that. I had a feeling you was gonna say that. Black History Month.
I'm not gonna say the N-word all month.
Yeah, okay. You know, you can't stay keep with that. There's no way. That's your word, man. That's your signature word.
Yeah, I probably am.
Yeah, you gonna say it.
I probably have already broken that. So
and it's only day 2.
Yeah, come see, come saw.
Yeah. Oh man. Well, even in Black History Month, man, we always gotta have something. I won't say set us back, but I'm gonna say make us kind of take a step back and look at ourselves and look at the surroundings, man. So I'm watching. Well, somebody sent me a clip of a commercial.
Question. When I tell my members on the socials about our auto loans with amazing rates, should I hit them with a skirt? Skirt. Maybe it's more of a Navy Federal Credit Union can help you save on a new whip with amazing rates. Yeah, that's definitely a Hundo P moment. Thanks, fam. Hi, this is Gail with Navy Federal Credit Union. What's good? Navy Federal Credit Union. Our members?
Skirt.
Why?
Oh, by the way, this was a black lady.
Yeah, it was a black lady. Why?
When you saw this, what came to mind?
That's just ignorant.
Yeah.
I mean, for me, they can't have done that thinking that was gonna ingratiate them to black people. They can't.
Yeah. I don't
It
think that's
had
what
to
they
be.
want for.
Yeah, I really think with the problems that they've had, I really think that somebody was so tone deaf that they said this will make black people think that we're down. That made us think you was making fun of us, really.
Should I hit him with a skirt? Now, when I saw it, of course, I thought it was ignorant. But at the same time, I was like, oh man, they can really twist this and make it seem like it's an older lady asking advice from a younger kid.
You
Did
think
you look at it like that?
No.
I'm thinking too deep.
Yeah, you think it too deep. They did what they did.
I'm just playing the advocate here.
You're just trying to explain it away. They did what they did, man.
All right, but okay, let's say it was a white lady doing the same thing, asking a white kid the same questions. Should I use a skirt? Would it be different?
It'd have been ridiculous either way.
It'd been stupid, but it wouldn't have seemed so.
It would have seemed like a comedy drop if it was an old white lady asking a young white kid.
Right.
This was probably unintentionally funny.
Yeah, they didn't think this one through.
And it was definitely unintentionally offensive.
Yeah, it was, man. I was trying to. I know what they were doing. We've seen it with, other ads, but this is the latest.
We're trying to show that we're down. Come on now.
Yeah.
Maybe you quit rejecting all them black applicants. You wouldn't have to do something like that.
All right. Like that's going to inspire, like, man, they down, man. I'm going to have to go to Navy Federal.
I'm going to go there, and then they're going to deny me anyway. So come on.
Hey, but at least they down. At least they know the culture.
Yeah, they on, yeah, man. I had to watch it twice.
Yeah, I did too.
It's like, really? Is this where we're at?
Yeah, and it seems so stereotypical. That's like Are they serious? It almost seemed like they weren't even being serious on this one.
Looked like it should have been in blackface.
Yeah, like it should have been a skit off of Saturday Night Live or something.
Yeah,
something like
in
that.
living color.
Yeah,
but it was real.
It was real, and that goes. We talk about, which we're going to talk about today, is diversity, equity, and inclusion. And this is a clear case of that, where there are not enough people in the boardroom in these rooms making decisions. It's clear.
That somebody should have said, "Hold on, that might be offensive."
Oh, if there was a black man in that room, he would have, a woman, they would have said, "Hey, wait a minute."
Unless they was, never mind, Jason Whitlock.
Oh, there you go. Talking about my boy. Don't talk about Jay Witt.
He just said, "That's a good idea."
Hit him with a scoop.
That's it. He just used the Bible and said, "That's a good idea." Man, ain't none of that foolish. No, that's just foolish, man.
It's foolish, man. It's a bad move, and I think they addressed it. I didn't even read what they addressed. What did they? How they?
I didn't even read it.
I mean, either, because I don't think there's anything you can say.
Yeah, because sometimes when stuff is out there, man, you can't explain it away.
It's out there. It's out there forever, man.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
Y'all thought this was a good idea, and y'all had a whole boardroom of people that said that's a good idea.
Yeah. And the actress, you can blame her for taking the role.
But if she wouldn't have, somebody else would have.
Somebody wouldn't have done it.
Yeah, somebody would have done it.
I mean, just to be in a commercial, just to make some money. They would have done that. But
yes.
I couldn't have done it. I don't think I could have done that.
I don't think I could either.
Not in my not in good conscience. I couldn't just sit there and
I can't be trying to uplift us and do this. I can't do it.
Oh, you can't. It don't fit, man. That's not the brand.
But you can always find one though. You can always find one that'll say, "Okay, I'll do it."
Yeah, you can. And if they had got a rapper to do it, it probably would have went over better for some reason.
Because that would be the way he talked.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, man.
Even that is questionable.
Yeah, that's questionable. But there's no question about this.
Yeah. But do we have the courage to boycott anything anymore? We look at Birmingham when they did the bus boycotting, and discipline it took for the people to be like, you know what, I'm not supporting this. Do we have that anymore?
I don't think we do. I don't think we have the unity to boycott anything. Now, we got the unity when something happens to tear stuff up. But as far as boycott, no, because you'll have a whole group of people say, "No, I need that."
Yeah. We saw it with Gucci. Remember Gucci? Even though who's buying Gucci?
I mean, yeah, I boycotted. I boycotted Gucci.
Yeah, we all did. Everybody can't afford it.
I boycotted Bugatti.
Yeah. Houston's restaurant. I can't.
I boycotted all that stuff.
All the stuff that we don't even, But if it came down to boycotting Walmart, somebody like that,
people won't do it. They won't do it.
They won't do it.
You won't get a big enough percentage of the people to make a dent to where Walmart would even acknowledge it.
Right.
Because people go to Walmart. Every time they go to Walmart, they complain.
About something.
But they still going.
Yeah, I complain about scanning my own groceries.
Yeah, I mean, like I work there.
Feel like I work there. Every time I go, I'm like, why am I doing this? Looking up codes for fruit.
Because I don't want to stand in that one line they got open. It's got 12 people in it.
Yeah, that's something to think about, man. All those jobs gone.
That's it. So all I got to do, I can have all these, and I can have one or two people standing there watching them. And that's it.
What a job to just watch people steal. I mean, check out.
I mean, yeah, it's an easy job. Think about all them people that have lost jobs because they're being efficient.
Yeah, it's awful.
And the prices ain't going down.
No, not at all. So you don't think we have the unity to?
I don't. I would love to be wrong. I've been wrong before. Like I was wrong in 1984 once, but
You remember the day?
I just don't. I remember the day.
Mm.
I just don't think we. I don't think. I don't think we're unified enough because I think there will be people who will be like, "No, I ain't doing that."
Yeah, I believe you. I'm with you on it because just like with Birmingham, we had a mission. I don't think the mission is clear anymore. There was a mission to boycott those buses because we wanted to be treated fairly, and it's not there. The urgency is not there. So what do you do?
It's not that we're not. Even though we'll complain and rightly say we're not really treated equally, we're treated well enough to where some people are like, nah, ain't no big. I'm good.
Yeah, reminds me of a classic movie. Do the Right Thing. Remember when they were trying to boycott Sal's Pizza?
I ain't boycotting them pizzas. Them pizzas gooder than a mother.
You always gonna have that one.
Yeah, and I think that's what we'll just have a lot of people that be like, nah, I'm good.
Yeah, and we joke about Gucci, but you remember Floyd Mayweather? He was at the Gucci store. He's like, "Oh, I'm gonna buy Gucci.
And Floyd a little fella, but who gonna fight him?
Nobody.
Them hands is quick.
He one little fella that you don't want to mess with.
Exactly. Them hands is quick. So yeah. But yeah, we've got it. We got it good enough now to where if it's something that's gonna inconvenience us, we ain't gonna do it. And that's sad.
It is sad. I can't think of really a real boycott that really affected anything that we've done in years. Years.
Because we've come a long way, and
we're not gonna do it.
I ain't rocking the boat. I'm gonna stop going to Walmart and pay extra for stuff. No.
But we even had a little bit, even in the 80s. You remember the 80s when people were not buying Coke products? You remember that?
Yeah.
Because of apartheid. They supported apartheid in South Africa. And that was a big deal. Like, no, I'm not buying no Coke. I ain't doing this. I mean, I remember that. But
they ain't gonna have that right now.
They not boycotting nothing.
H&M.
Remember H&M? Do you remember that issue with they had a little boy and he was a model? The monkey thing.
Yeah.
That should have been it.
Yeah, we don't care. Okay, we'll take it off the shelf. Come on back.
Yeah.
Darkies. Okay.
Okay. We get a discount.
There you go. We just, Heavy D had a lyric that said, maybe if we were still slaves, we'd be closer. However, picking cotton was bad, but we picked it together. We ain't together. Yeah.
That's a bar. Yeah, it's true. There's separations within our own community. There's so many separate, whether it's money. I mean, I hate to even say skin color, so that still exists.
It still exists. Yeah, it still exists.
It's a whole thing, man. We got a lot of classism. It's all there.
I don't know what it would take for us as a people to unite and boycott something. I mean, unless a place had a hanging tree and they would hang us out front of it, then we might boycott that. Anything else?
Yeah, it's got to be like in your face, George Floyd behavior, that kind of thing, with the killing of George Floyd, something like that.
And we didn't boycott then, though, did we?
No, I mean, no, we
protested. Yeah, we tore stuff up.
Tore stuff up, like you said. There's a difference. There's a difference
in rioting and boycotting.
Yeah. So with that, that's a good transition. So with that, we had a lot of businesses that started to invest in Black people, and they called it the DEI, diversity. inclusion. That's what DIE. What is it, man? DEI.
The
Yeah,
equity inclusion.
diversity, equity, inclusion. I'm like,
Yes,
that
well,
can't be died. No. So,
I'd rather die than let them in. No,
you ain't lying. That don't sound good. But yes, they invested in these businesses and hired black people, did all these things in the name of George Floyd, which was great, which was awesome. But now they're starting to cut those programs. They're starting to pull back because it's not as in style, and people aren't talking about it as much.
So so now we can go back to the way we had it because it's not that big deal anymore.
It's not a big deal.
It's kind of like, I listened to Nikki Haley when she was talking about taking down the Confederate flag, and they were like, okay, we'll take it down, but we don't leave the pole because the goal is once people go away, we got the pole here, we're going to put the flag back up.
Yeah.
So it was big then because people was watching it. Now people are kind of looking elsewhere, and they're like, well, we can get rid of some of this stuff now. We can go back to the status quo.
And they have. And I mean, that's kind of where we are with it. They don't care anymore. Like, we gave you, but a lot of people didn't capitalize. Some people did capitalize off of it, some people didn't.
And everybody should want to have a diverse company, a diverse board of directors. With diversity, you get different opinions. You don't have a bunch of robots thinking the same thing. You don't have a bunch of old men, black and white. If you just want to say, you don't have a bunch of old men thinking about things that affect women. You don't have a bunch of white people talking about things that affect black people. You don't have a bunch of black people talking about things that affect white people. You need a group with different ideas, different backgrounds, but we don't, because we just want everything to be like it is.
You got to have representation. You're right. That's all it comes. That's all it comes down to. And a lot of those companies don't care. A lot of people just want to feel comfortable. And how are they gonna feel comfortable? Putting people in front of them, look like them, look like their kid, their wife, their daughter. Somebody looks like them. If they don't look like them, I don't know, dude. I don't know if I can trust you with them dreads.
Yeah, that's you don't especially you got dreads.
Yeah,
I don't. I can't sit you in my boardroom with those things in your hair. If you'll cut your hair, maybe, but now you're still gonna look different.
Conforming.
And my company, we just a few months ago got a new CEO. He's a black guy.
Oh, nice.
But it's kind of like when Obama was elected president. You be hearing, he's just so arrogant. He just don't understand. I'm like, y'all don't even know who the CEO was before.
Yeah, isn't that funny how that works? All of a sudden they know about the person's character whenever.
Yeah, I'm like, man. I was like, when he came down here and met us, he didn't seem that way. He the only one of his whole group that came in and spoke.
It's unfortunate. It's like that, but it's like that though. You're right. All the judgment comes. They're gonna critique every little thing, every decision he makes, everything he says, what he wears. Remember Obama in the brown suit?
Man, the first time he came down, I was off, and the next day I came back, and he had on green pants. That's what he was talking about.
You know what I'm saying? Like, why can't a brother wear green pants, man? We like green pants. Like colors.
Yeah, that was all they talked about, his green pants.
Yeah, but a white guy had on green pants. Like, wow, man, he's stylish. He had on green pants.
I was like, man, y'all just doing too much.
Yeah, it's almost like it makes you wonder if people really want to take those positions, being black, being the first of any, of your kind to do stuff.
It really does make you wonder. And of course, the check would be a great motivator, but is it worth the headache?
I mean, to some maybe, but
might be.
But a lot of people be like, man, I can't take it, man. I might go off. Like that's my position.
And that's what they're gonna call me.
Yeah.
And then they're gonna call me out my name, or they're gonna be like, boy, he act like see how they act.
Yeah.
Man. I wouldn't.
Yeah. And I had to go, I had a traffic court today. I hate going to court, man. Court is
speeding.
I wasn't speeding. It was other violation. My tag, I didn't know. It was anyway, it got dismissed. All right. It's dismissed. And but just walking in the court, man, my heart, it just makes me feel
you don't feel comfortable. You really don't feel comfortable.
They make you feel uncomfortable. The sheriff, they looking at you.
Even when you're walking in, you got to dump all your stuff out when you allegedly, because I don't know what it's like to go to court, but you got to take all your stuff out so you can go through the metal and detectors and all of that stuff. Allegedly.
Yeah, all of that. Yeah, no, really, ain't allegedly. Did it today, and I felt violated. But behind me was this guy, man, just saying all kinds of like just stuff. Like he said, he was saying the F word, the maggot, talking about gay people. I'm just like, people still saying it. He was laughing, talking about somebody. It's crazy to me.
They still say it.
Then there was some Mexicans in there that needed translators. They said, look at him. He said, look at him. He said, I should have told my need a translator. This guy is like a 1980s bad comedian. Like he's really tripping back here.
You're like, you got anything else bigoted to say?
Yeah,
what you said about me when I walked off?
Oh man, no telling.
You got some chicken and watermelon. I mean,
it was bad. I'm like, dude, really?
But hey, those people are still around.
Yeah, and I was in Moxville, by the way. Just
man,
I put that nugget out there.
Yeah, they're still around, man.
They're everywhere. They're everywhere.
And see, that's the thing. And he felt bold enough just to say it.
Because what's gonna happen to him? I mean, honestly, if I had got mad, got loud, even put my hands on it, what's gonna happen to me?
Yeah, you're gonna be the one in trouble.
I'm going to jail.
Yeah,
short trip.
You know, cause I say stuff, but I don't say stuff. I ain't broadcasting it for everybody. Now I say stuff on here, but you know, I ain't. But he feels bold enough just to say it.
Yeah, that word. I mean,
yeah, and it's rare. It's still around, but it's rare that you hear that word.
I was shocked when I heard. I kind of turned back. I'm like, did he just say? And he said it again. Kept saying it. She said, "You stop." It was a girl was like, "You stop."
Because he was embarrassing her.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this.
Mm-hmm.
Outside of the church, do you really hear people gay bash?
No, not anymore.
Yeah, it just hit me. You really don't.
And like you say, outside, when I say outside the church, just like real conservative Christian angelics, as we call it, angelical base. Yeah, they still attacking pretty much.
Yeah, that's true. But it's still
it's different. It's different.
But you just don't see it anymore.
Well,
not that it's right.
Well, it's a crime almost. It's pretty much right there with the hate crimes. I mean,
they don't stop them from doing us.
We don't have a hate crime bill. Remember George Floyd? We're still trying to get the George Floyd Act.
Yeah, we're still trying to get it passed.
Isn't that crazy?
It's a mess, man.
But the Asian bill went right through so quickly.
Well, watch, they're gonna have something. You see those guys beat up those cops.
I hadn't seen that one yet. I heard about it, I didn't see it.
Yeah, man. They beat the brakes off of them. And they got bail too. And the governor from New York said they beat our cops, send them back where they came from. There they go.
Oh, they were Hispanic.
They were immigrants.
Immigrants. Oh yeah, they going back.
Yeah, I'm like these people love to say send them back where they came from. No.
Yeah, that's the go-to.
Yeah, I mean that ain't cool. Because I know you get mad enough at a black person, you're gonna tell them to go back to Africa.
Well, we've been here so long at this point.
Like my people from St. Louis.
Yeah. I don't know nobody in Africa. What you talking about?
They don't want us over there.
Oh God. Let me ask you this, man. Look, move forward. Nikki Haley, man. You saw the Breakfast Club interview.
She
How'd you feel?
actually did good. She did good. I think. To me, she's a better candidate than them other two.
Oh yeah. Yeah. She stood out to me. I was kind of impressed. I was like, this is different. And they
Yeah,
they pressed her a little bit too. They pressed her a little
they
bit.
did. They pressed her, and she handled it.
Mhm.
She handled it without flipping back at them. Just yeah, she's a much more impressive candidate than these two that we're gonna have to vote for.
Yeah. Oh man, I was like, wow. I was like, she really sounds like a president. Like, and the fact she's an accountant. I didn't know she was an accountant.
Yeah, I ain't either.
So she did.
And I'm thinking because when we'll have preconceived notions. So when I'm getting ready to listen to it, I'm like, here she gonna go explain this whole America's not a racist country. And I'm already thinking negative, but she did really good. I mean, she still said that, which she just off base with that. But she's much more impressive than these other two.
She is. And even when she answered that question, I mean, and I have my thoughts on that question, the way she handled it. When I heard what she said, America's not a racist country, I know what she meant whenever she explained it. She explained it, don't tell your children that America's racist so they can become victims and become and just think they can't succeed in life because of racism. Doesn't it make sense? Did you teach your kids about racism? Did you like really drill in their head like maybe you did? You got it.
I taught them they was different. And especially my son.
Mm-hmm.
Certain things you got to teach a young black boy.
It's different.
But I didn't say, okay, all these white people hate you or this stuff like that. Certain like interactions with the police is what you need to do. When you're in the store, don't just be standing around, things like that. But I never really did it saying, because this is how white people look at you.
But didn't you get that? I got that growing up from my parents, was like, I guess because of what they experienced.
We were a generation removed from what they had. So when I'm telling my kids, I ain't see the stuff that my parents saw. I just saw this it's some racist white folk out there.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a different conversation.
Right.
Now the scary thing becomes each generation has a little easier visually.
Mm-hmm. So, and why do you say scary though? Why is it scary?
Because it's still there. You just don't see it. And I'm afraid that those conversations have become less and less and less. And it's not because, hey, we're all becoming equal. It's just because I didn't go through this experience. But racism is still there. And there's still going to be things that happen because you're different.
Mm-hmm.
But we don't have those conversations with our kids. And then our kids won't know how to react to it.
Yeah. And it's something they have to experience on their own, just like we had to experience on our own.
Yeah.
So just tell them about it. Really not enough. I mean, it's something, but it's not really.
They're not going to listen. They're not going to listen because they're going to think, well, that don't apply to me.
It's different, just like we did, man. It's different, man. It's 1985. It's 1990.
Yeah, that's what we not. Yeah, we not. Look, I got to go to school with white kids all my life. Mm-hmm. They were my friends.
Yeah.
They don't have no problem with me coming to school. They wasn't protesting when I was coming into school.
Right.
So it's different.
Mm-hmm. Totally different. And so that's what I got from what she said. I understood what she meant. And the fact that she is a minority. And she talked about some of the issues, even though she looked white. Let's be real.
She do look white. I keep looking at her like, she sure? She sure she's Indian?
She Indian,
because she look white.
She look white,
which is how she could pass.
Yeah, and that could be happening too. She could be passing.
But she She didn't mind telling the story about her father wearing a turban and how he was treated differently. I mean, so she knows, she's experienced it. I like how she came back and then, they were talking about slavery and she was talking about, I thought the guy was trying to trip me up with the question. So I thought too deeply. Of course it was slavery.
She said, I made a mistake.
Yeah.
Loved it.
And anybody that'll admit they made a mistake, I'm okay with that.
Me too. Like, I miss that. Like, you don't see, especially presidential candidates. When was the last time we seen a presidential candidate say, I was wrong? I'm sorry. I made a mistake.
They're going to blame it on the other party.
Yep, the other party or somebody in there on their staff. It's never them.
So, yeah, I would. I mean, like I said, we're not going to get the chance to do it. But I would vote for her over those other two.
Oh, for sure. For sure. She was impressive, man. And that Confederate flag thing, which we kind of talked about on this show, I didn't know. I kind of remember it being a big deal in South Carolina, but I didn't really know it was like that, where the Klan was there and the Black Panthers.
And the Black Panthers. Yeah, man. That had the potential to explode.
Yeah. And she handled it.
She handled it, and she got it taken down. And the poll.
That's impressive to me. I mean, I'm sorry I got low expectations for people, but I mean, that's a big deal.
It is a big deal. It is a big deal because what was so ingrained in those people, even even those who were elected officials, what was ingrained in them. And for her to stand there and fight that fight and be victorious, that's impressive.
Yeah, and to go against your base, because let's be real, her base, most of her base was, the Republicans. They for that. They good with the Confederate flag.
Yeah, they fine with it.
Mm-hmm.
So she was impressive.
Yeah, I was.
I mean, we ain't gonna. I mean, I don't want to keep sounding negative. Maybe if somehow she beats Trump and it's her and Biden, I'll vote for her.
Yeah, I would too. That's crazy to say that on a public platform today, to say that you're Black and you vote Republican.
Yeah,
that's yeah, I would.
I definitely would.
Wouldn't vote for Trump though. Sorry guys.
No, that I might not vote. So their best bet for me to vote is for her to win the nomination.
Yeah. Now, let me ask you this: how'd you feel about? We had Coach on here a few days back when he tried to convince us. We ain't really try to convince us to vote, but how'd you feel about his reasoning behind voting? Did it sway you?
No.
Me either. I was just checking. It didn't really. I was like,
I still have the right not to vote.
That's my voice.
And yeah, that's your voice. I'm speaking out by saying I'm disgusted by both of the candidates. I'm not voting for either one. Yeah. I'm gonna be unhappy whoever is elected.
And you have a right.
I don't care what y'all say when you say if you didn't vote, don't complain. I'm gonna complain.
Yeah. Oh, I'm definitely complaining. If it's an issue, I'm gonna complain.
I voted by not voting. How about that?
Yeah, that's kind of where a lot of people are. If Trump and Biden are the two candidates, it's kind of gonna happen, man. I'm just gonna sit this one out.
Yeah. That's Coach didn't sway me.
He didn't sway. Now we're gonna have Mrs. Adrian on here sometime soon about voting. She ain't gonna sway either. She's pretty persuasive. She might. Don't doubt her now. When she started talking about, the things that people had to go through, which I understand that part.
And Joe was for that stuff. So what? I mean,
people want to forget that part, don't they?
Yeah, they forget all about that. They are so focused on Trump. They forget Joe got a pretty dirty past too.
But they keep throwing this narrative out that Joe won't be the one running. I keep hearing this, like, that it's gonna be somebody else.
I have to see.
They keep throwing Michelle Obama out there. They keep
I keep hearing
throwing
Michelle. Yeah,
and I keep hearing is it Michelle Gavin Newsom? I keep hearing his name.
I just don't see how. I mean, we'll
What
see.
a fake out! What a fake out! If that happens, would you vote for Michelle?
I gotta see what Michelle stands for.
That's the right answer.
Yeah, because no, I ain't gonna say yeah because she's black. Well, I done been there. I did that.
Just testing you.
I've done that one before.
Yeah. So not again, huh?
Yeah, I ain't done doing it again. But yeah, I gotta see what she stands for.
Yeah, same. And when Coach said Tim Scott, I said, man, he ain't the one.
Yeah, you can put him as your vice presidential candidate if you want to. It ain't gonna help, buddy.
No, we're not gonna be swayed by Tim Scott, man. Mister.
I just love you. No, that's. I just love you.
I'm sorry, I can't.
That's gonna turn more people off. You go ahead and take Tim. This is my Negro, Tim. He's running with me. Now go ahead, let him be your running mate. Go ahead, buddy.
You heard what Nicki said about him. She said, "Oh yeah, he has to live with himself." Like, whoa, sound like
yeah, that's bad. But yeah, man. Yeah, Tim ain't the one. He better find somebody else.
Yeah, I'm with you.
And it was interesting to me that she, and if it's a lie, she told it. And if it's a lie, we'll see it. She's not interested in being a running mate.
I believe her.
She was really convincing, but it's one thing to say it now. There's another thing that you drop out the race, and Trump is saying, I gotta get the women vote.
And more her.
Yeah.
I don't see her budge. She might not budge though. She's kind of like, nah, I don't want to be under him. She's the only one that's really standing against him at this point.
Yeah, and really.
She's running against him, but still, just what she says about him and how he's changed politics.
Yeah, and even then, they wouldn't. Only Chris Christie would call him out.
Yeah,
the other ones wouldn't. She wouldn't either, but she explained it. I was trying to get rid of these other guys, and then I was going to go after him.
Strategy.
I mean, that's a strategy. I mean, it worked. She's still standing.
And she came out of nowhere, to be honest with you. I mean, she just knocked out Ron DeSantis altogether. That was,
thank God.
I can't stand that guy, man.
Thank you.
She knocked him out the box. I'm like, wow.
If somebody knock him out of Florida, we'll be much better.
You better wouldn't.
I told my family we're not going back to Florida till DeSantis is gone.
It's not safe, right?
Yeah, I don't feel comfortable going with that.
How did you feel about when she mentioned on here that Trump gave a voice to the people who felt like they didn't have a voice? How did you feel when you heard that?
I was trying to wrap my head around it because she actually made it sound. God, I don't know who's listening, so
I'll go for it.
She made it sound like these are just good, hardworking people that didn't have a voice. Well, I'm sure there were a lot of them, but he also gave the racists a voice too.
Mm-hmm. He did.
So, which voice do you want to hear? Yes, the hardworking people of all colors need to be heard.
Yeah.
But then racists need to put shut to the up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I took it as just what it was, just like the guy that I tell you about. We talk occasionally. That guy, he's one of those that felt voiceless during the Obama administration. He felt like Obama was really for a lot of liberal ideas where it came to LGBTQ, foreign policy. He was really radical and felt like the good, like he said, hardworking people who didn't stand for any of that stuff, some Christians, they didn't have a voice. That's his words. And I respect that opinion because I can't look at it from that side. I just can't. It's hard for me to. Sorry. But I respect people's, their own thoughts or whatever. That's what he felt.
I mean, your opinion is your opinion. You feel how you feel. I can't tell you to feel a certain way.
Right.
There were a lot of things that during the Obama presidency I didn't agree with. A lot of things that I wish he wouldn't have done. But I mean, that's politics. Once the other party wins, your voice gets much more quiet.
Yeah, it's true.
So I'm sure there were a lot of people who felt voiceless during the Trump administration.
Yeah, same. That's what I'm saying. You got to have balance.
Yeah.
I think the scales have been unbalanced the last few years. Maybe even go back to Obama. Maybe people felt like they weren't balanced then, and I could see their point. And when Trump was in, it was some imbalance there too, because we need somebody like maybe a Nikki Haley or just somebody kind of in the middle. It's not too radical. You mean to end this recording?
I got some things I got to say to you real quick.
Let me pause this. Bernie. Where is Bernie?
I don't know where Bernie is.
I wear some mittens on.
We need somebody who's able to unify. The thing about these two candidates, man, shoot, they ain't unifying nothing. Even when it comes to the House and the Senate, they're not swaying the other party to vote with them.
And that's what we thought Joe would do, because Joe was kind of a moderate in a way. He could kind of play both sides, but he ain't been able to do anything.
And now I don't know if it's because for some reason, and these Republican candidates are afraid of Trump. So is it something that these officials are afraid of Trump if they agree with Biden?
Well, you got to realize his following. Trump's base is so broad. Like, it's so many people that support him. If you go against him, you're going to take out a whole group of people that's going to go against you. Oh, you're against MAGA. Or you against America First. You're against...
This dude,
he knows what he's doing.
He's very good at what he does.
You can't take that away. I'm sorry.
Yeah, so it's you need somebody that's going to unite. Neither one of them are going to unite, because there are going to be Democrats that say, I'm not voting with that because Trump said do it.
Yeah. We need
because they both are so divisive.
And we need a middle ground, middle of the road person.
Definitely do.
That can get stuff done, because none of them can get stuff done. Trump couldn't get stuff done because people were fighting against him. You had Biden, he can't get anything done. They're fighting against. It's like we need somebody to unify.
Yeah, we need somebody that people are willing to work with on both sides of the aisle.
Yeah,
we're not gonna have, from the looks of things, we're not gonna have that for the next 4 years.
Right. No, I don't see it happening.
Yeah,
I don't see it happening. Well, speaking about equal and equality, since we're talking about equality, man, let's talk about Taraji P. Henson. We didn't really talk about it, but she did an interview during the Color Purple rollout, and she talked about how she didn't make enough money like throughout her career. I'm gonna play the clip.
And I heard on the street, Taraji, you had the audacity to say you're thinking about stopping acting. We said, stop talking. Are you thinking about it?
I'm just tired of working so hard, being gracious at what I do, getting paid a fraction of the cost. I'm tired of hearing my sisters say the same thing over and over. You get tired. I hear people go, you work a lot. I'll have to. The math ain't mathing. And when you start working a lot, you have a team. Big bills come with what we do. We don't do this alone. The fact that we're up is a whole entire team behind us. They have to get paid. So when you hear someone saying, oh, such and such made $10 million, no, that's not that didn't make it to their account. Know that off the top Uncle Sam is getting 50%.
That's right.
Okay, so do the math.
So when you hear that, man, she broke down in tears. When you hear that, man, what comes to mind?
Man, that's got to be, well, it's the business.
Show business.
They're going to take care, they're going to take advantage of you. For somebody who's put in the work like she has and to still not be treated fairly, man, it hurts. When you, and I mean, we know the Jennifer Aniston bet get paid more than her. I also think she did pick a bad time to do it.
What, during the Color Purple run? Yeah. Why you say that? Why you say that?
Because now that the Color Purple's not doing what they expected it to do, a lot of people are pointing towards that. She getting the blame for it.
But can we just go ahead and admit that Color Purple is not a black movie? Can we say that openly and just be honest? It's not a black movie. It's black actors in it, but it's Steven Spielberg. Let's be real.
It
right?
is, yeah. I mean, I still ain't watched it yet.
Yeah, of course.
Well,
it's not a black movie.
Football season about to be over, so I'll probably sit down and watch it. But yeah, it's true. But like I said, there are black faces in it, so we consider it a black movie. I never thought, which this was one of the good movies he did. I never thought Tyler Perry's first "Why Did I Get Married" was a black movie. It was all black people in it.
Mm-hmm.
But I thought it could have been anybody playing those roles. And it was a good movie.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So,
Definitely.
But
yeah.
We know that unless we've got certain names, there's a limit to what you're going to make. You know, it is bad that she has to keep proving herself over and over and over again, though.
It is, but isn't that the story of women, particularly black women, having to do more and get less? I mean, let's be honest. Yeah.
I mean, they're underappreciated. And that, you know, there's an expectation of them that you're going to do this and this is what you're going to get. And sorry, not sorry.
Yeah. Because she said, was it 150,000 for Benjamin Button? And she ended up winning an Oscar for that role.
Isn't that crazy? I mean, now somebody just give me $150,000, you know, I'm like, you cool. But the work that she puts in, and that's what she got.
Yeah.
And it is from studios. This is a major movie. She got $150,000. There was one thing when John Witherspoon said they made $5,000 for Friday because they didn't have a big budget. Ice Cube just they did it in what maybe it wasn't a few days. It's one thing for that, something that you know you didn't know how Friday was going to be. It's another thing you're doing this movie with Brad Pitt in it, and you got this big budget, and that's what she made. Bet you he didn't make that.
Oh, Brad Pitt, you know he. I mean, he one of the top actors at the time. He was, so. But the thing is, not a pushback from it, but I feel like she has taken roles. You're only gonna get what you can negotiate. Put it like that. And if she don't have the backing, the people behind her negotiating for her on behalf of her, then she's not gonna win. Let's be real.
That's true. You're only worth what you'll accept.
Exactly.
So
yeah, so she could have not accepted that, and then you look and she wouldn't have got the Oscar. So what do you do?
Yeah, that's it. But you know, she's probably thinking, okay, this Oscar should elevate me, and I got to start back at the bottom again. And I know there's a discrepancy between the pay between men and women. Period. It ain't just black women. Yeah. I know there's a discrepancy.
It's 82 cents. Women make 82 cents to a man's dollar.
I'm surprised it's that much.
I was too, but yeah, it's 82 cents to a man's dollar, which is like, oh, that's not much, but
yeah, let them dollars stack up and see how many 82 cents you got compared to them dollars and see how big a difference it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's a lot.
Yeah.
And it's just, I mean, this is a man, I can't say. Males just dominate these type of things. Not that it's right. It's definitely not that they smarter.
No.
It definitely, and it ain't really that they work harder. It's just they just dominated.
They did. And men have to play a role. They have to fight for these women. I don't know how much they fighting. I know Tyler paid her. Tyler fought and he paid her for the most out of everybody was Tyler Perry.
Well, so, that's surprising.
Yeah, he paid her. I forgot how much she paid. It was the most she's ever made. She said in that movie she was in. I forgot what it's called. Acrimony. Acrimony, I think it was called.
Was she in Acrimony? The
yeah,
one.
Acrimony.
But see, most people say that he one of the cheapest ones there are, as far as paying his actors.
But you got to remember, he paid her for her worth. At that point, she was, I think this was after Benjamin Button, so she had already won an Oscar.
Yeah.
So I understand why he paid her more. If you look at it, they're gonna pay. You're an Oscar award winner. You should make more than
your price should go up.
You should make more than Keys. What's his name?
Christian Keys.
Yeah. Right or wrong.
Well, that brother disappeared.
That's why I said I want to bring him back up. I ain't heard that from him.
And the thing is, see, I've been watching All the Queen's Men this season. He ain't on there. They talk about his character, but they ain't showed him yet.
Send it out, huh?
Yeah.
Send it out. I got that check. Got the bag. Got the bag. You know how it goes.
Man, I don't understand why you do stuff like that. And then you go, you know, we nosy.
Yeah, we want to know. You was all on live talking all this stuff. Talking about I'm gonna name names. You ain't name nobody.
You ain't name nobody. You got your check and you just chilling.
You chilling. You chilling. With the same argument, and we see with Taraji, we saw with Monique, and everybody kind of like, oh, Monique just trying to get over. She ain't that funny. She ain't this. She ain't that. She don't deserve a Netflix special. But now it makes a little bit more sense, right?
That's when you sit back and you look at things, you're like, maybe she wasn't as crazy as we say she is.
Yeah.
Now she still got some crazy tendencies.
With the husband, right?
Yeah. And I watched her and Roseanne do an interview. They still crazy. But even crazy folk can get some stuff right.
Yeah, sometimes. Sometimes.
I mean, you sit back and you look at it and you're like, yeah, dude, all this wasn't wrong.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm kind of like, all right, Monique, you got a point. But again, these men, they got to fight. They got to fight for the women.
Yeah, they should.
They should.
Do people ever really fight for somebody else's cause?
Once upon a time, yeah, I would say, yeah.
What about now?
Now, no, everybody's about themselves.
That's it. It don't affect me. Me and you, my check is the same. I don't see what she complaining about. Yeah, she complaining because she's not getting paid her worth.
Yeah. And just like we were talking about earlier, I hate to go back, but we're talking about the civil rights. We're talking about Birmingham. There were white people well off that stood with black people in those marches and did the freedom ride and got beat up, and they didn't have to do that.
Well, they did not have to do that. They didn't have to do that.
Like their life was pretty good, just being white in that time.
That's it. Shoot, I'd have been like America does now. Thoughts and prayers go out to y'all as y'all stand there and get bitten by the dogs and the water hose get sprayed on you. Would you like to use my umbrella? Thoughts and prayers.
Thoughts and prayers. Prayer hands on this post. Prayer hands, all prayer hands.
But yeah, man, they did not have to, but they knew that it was a righteous cause and they were willing to fight But I don't think a lot of these men are. They don't care.
No. And then she, Vlad, he was one of the people that was like, hey, she's doing all this complaining. Why can't she just make her own movies and do her own thing and hire her own people and make her own movies? And they're like, that's easier said than done.
Yeah. Why do I have to do that?
Right. Yeah, she didn't have to. But which brings me to Issa Rae, who is gonna do that.
Folks, you have heard a number of people, Hollywood folks and others, talk about lack of support in Hollywood content, things along those lines. And folks are talking about Issa Rae because she made some comments during a recent interview. And this is the Hollywood Reporter story. And it says, Issa Rae says studio cancellations of Black shows have her considering the indie route. You're seeing very clearly our stories are less of a priority.
She going independent.
Hey, more power to her. I mean, it's something like she's like, I can't have a voice. If I put something out there, y'all gonna cancel it, or you're not gonna pick it up. So you're picking up the same stuff every time. How many different law and orders do we need?
Oh man,
how many different FBI do we need?
So many.
So,
but are we supporting each other though? Let's go back to that. Are we supporting those shows? All the shows he named some shows, and I'll be honest with you, I didn't know a lot of those shows. Only one I knew was Wonder Years. I don't know.
I knew the
shows.
I knew the rap one.
Her show.
Yeah, I knew I'd watch that. And I was mad. I told my wife the other day, maybe a couple weeks ago, because I just caught up on the second season. I'm like, man, I did all that catching up on the season and then find out they was canceled. I'm mad.
Yeah. What was it on? See, I didn't know. What channel was that on?
It was a streamer.
Isn't that really a lot of the problem though? All the streaming networks.
Yeah. But that's where it's going.
That's where it's going, but I feel like it kind of hurts a lot of the Black shows because I'm not paying for all that streaming. I'm paying for some. As a Black man, I'm not paying for all. You got Netflix, Hulu, Peacock, Prime. What else? What was that on? What was that on?
That was on Max.
See what I'm saying? Max, Paramount. It's a lot, man.
BET Plus.
And they're all spread out.
Yeah. And that is the difficult thing about it. But that's where it's going. I'm telling you, I got a friend, he's a Cowboy fan. But he's one of them, the NFL is rigged people.
Oh yeah, one of them.
Yeah, which I thought that's absolutely ridiculous. There's too many variables at play, and there's no way in the world they wouldn't let the Cowboys go to the Super Bowl in 30 years. But he's like, they will once the NFL still sells a streaming deal and all their games are on streaming.
Well, they did a little bit of that this year with Peacock, which I was kind of questioning. That was a little disappointing. Like, why are they getting involved with this streaming for football games?
Because the reality is they don't care about the fans. They care about the dollar. There are more people that have network TV, but you don't care because you're getting more.
Yeah.
So it's just like, I've heard you and I heard Coach Cobb mention the WWE. Ha ha ha.
Yeah.
It's just like, they just sold Monday Night Raw to Netflix. So I think January 2025, it's going to be on Netflix. It's always been on cable.
Mm-hmm.
Now you got to pay to watch it. Now, if I didn't already, I'm not so much a fan. If I didn't already have Netflix, I'd get it just so I could watch WWE. I ain't that big a fan.
You ain't that big a fan?
I ain't that big a fan. But they're getting $5 billion over 10 years or $5 billion a year. Whatever, they're getting a lot of money.
Yeah.
They don't care if you watch it. They don't care who has access to it. They're getting the check.
But doesn't that take away from the experience, the quality sometimes?
You would think.
It can, because why you care? If you can make money and not put the same effort into it, then why would you put the same effort into it? It doesn't make sense.
I'm gonna do as little as I can if you tell me, okay, this is what you guaranteed.
Yeah. That's just how it goes.
Now, now I'm gonna start out giving everything I got. Over time, I'm gonna be like, my check ain't changing.
Yeah.
I done got the money.
You got the money up front. In WWE, I mean, we've already established it's predetermined, as you say.
Predetermined. I'll never say it's not predetermined.
But football, that's something different. When you start playing around with football and streaming, you're gonna turn some people off. Tell me.
Well, they said that was one of the most watched things on Peacock ever.
Because it's the Chiefs. It was the Chiefs, right?
It was a playoff game. Yeah, it was the Chiefs and the Dolphins, but it was a playoff game. Now, what happens when all the NFL is like that?
I'm done. I think I'm done. I think I'll be done with it because I feel like it's greed at this point, man. It's like a lot of people. It's greed. It's all it is greed, and it's disappointing to. I think about my in-laws who in their 70s. They ain't got all that stuff, man, and they want to enjoy sports. They like sports, but the fact they can't even enjoy them because they don't have all these streaming services.
Yeah, that's it.
They're not gonna get them. Let's be honest. They're not gonna get them.
No, forget that. Yeah, but see, NFL don't care about that stuff. They really don't.
It's sad, man, because they got a loyal fan base. Loyal.
Yeah, Trump thought he broke the NFL. He didn't.
He ain't break nothing. He ain't break nothing.
No, that machine is still rolling.
It is. It is. And you have let's talk about it. Let's go ahead and talk about the Taylor Swift effect. Don't roll your eyes, man, because it's a real thing.
It is a real thing. It's a real thing.
But they latched onto it though, right?
Yeah, oh yeah, they're taking advantage of it. That's why Travis Kelce was the biggest winner of the year.
Why you say that?
I mean, it ain't because she's so fine, but it's because look at all the eyes that are on him, all the jersey sales. We ain't see him in all these commercials before this year.
Yeah,
it's like you said. She may be his reward.
I told you that. He was laughing when I said the first time. Starting to wonder now.
I mean, really. Man, yeah, the NFL's they're going now. The NFL didn't get the Chiefs in the Super Bowl.
No, they didn't. But I mean, they're happy that they're in.
Oh, they are pleased as punch. that she's in it now.
That she's in it.
Yeah, that she's in it. They're pleased as punch. But they didn't get him in there.
No,
what got him in there is the Ravens decided we the number one rushing team in the NFL, and we're gonna run the ball 16 times.
You're right. They made a mistake. I mean, that was stupid.
That was dumb.
That was dumb. But you can't take away the fact that once you have so much support behind you, I mean, there's so much support. There's support from people who don't even keep up, even follow football at all. It's all like, hey, we just watching because Taylor Swift is at the game.
She's gonna be a bigger deal than Usher doing the halftime show. And Usher gonna put on the show.
Usher gonna put on the show, man. That's my only thing watching football this time. The Super Bowl is Usher gonna perform. He gonna kill it.
He gonna put on the show, and they already asking, is she gonna be a part of it? No, exactly. It's Usher's show.
Trying to take away from Usher's show already.
Man, if I'm Usher, I'd be so furious.
And he's looking forward to this moment, man.
Of all years for them two to start dating.
This
gotta be the year.
What do you think when people said, I think it was Shannon Sharp, he said that they're glad that Taylor's is within the NFL, and they're showcasing her as opposed to a Beyonce. Beyonce wouldn't have that same effect. Do you believe that?
I don't know. The Beehive's pretty big.
But the Swifties are worldwide.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't.
I don't know.
He's probably right because we still see Beyonce at certain stuff anyway. You see them at Laker games and stuff. Or you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You ain't really see Taylor Swift like that. Now, yeah, he might be right.
Well, yeah, and I'm gonna go a step further. I think that Beyonce will be less of a draw because she's more edgy. She's edgy, sexual content.
Yeah.
That's not Taylor Swift. Taylor Swift is worldwide. She's squeaky clean pop, and she's a better look for the NFL.
She's a witch.
A what?
A witch.
I said squeaky clean.
I said she's a witch.
Why you say she's a witch? Where you get this from?
You ain't never seen nothing about her calling herself a witch?
No.
Maybe it was a TikTok video I saw. Maybe it was one of them.
Yeah, I never heard of it. You must be a Swift. Go ahead, go explain.
Look it up.
A witch. Okay, I have to look it up. I haven't heard about her being a witch.
Look it up. It must have been a TikTok video, you know.
TikTok. Okay.
When you're old and you look at the TikToks.
That's what you did. Okay, that makes sense.
But she is different than Beyonce, and not just because Beyonce is black. They're different.
Not definitely not because she's black. They just got a different style of music.
Yeah, they're different. So
and
plus, Beyonce has got Jay-Z. This is like they look at this. This is like a brand new romance. They've even got bets. Will he ask her to marry him after the game?
He's got to. If he does, he's got to. He's already talked about it, doing it anyway. So he's got to do it after. If they win, which they probably will, he gonna propose. You heard it here, folks. You heard it here. Why you rolling your eyes, man? Like what? What I say wrong?
I'm not sure she's really his type.
Oh God, there you go. Just because he was before. You think? Come on, bro.
I'm not sure she's really his type. And he can marry her, and I wish him the best. But if she ain't really his type, there's gonna be some infidelity going on. And that's gonna be a problem.
And then she'll just make a song about it, and everybody lives happily ever after.
And everybody, all them Kelsey jerseys they bought, they gonna burn. If I'm Kelsey, then I don't care because you already bought it. But
and that's it. That's it. Everybody wins, man.
I mean, they both 34. They are, you know, they ain't young pups no more. I mean, if that's what he wants to do, it just seems like it's so fast.
Yeah, it does, man. But there's an effect, man. It's a real thing. People are looking forward to. Maybe she'll pop on the stage with Usher. Maybe she can do it.
If I'm Usher, don't put her on stage with me. Fortunately, they say she's doing a tour overseas, and she won't be back in town in time to rehearse.
Yeah, they tracking it. They're gonna be tracking it like they say tracking like
Santa Claus tracking. She'll just be back in the night before the Super Bowl.
Yeah,
man, don't put. And Usher might say, "Don't put her on stage with me," and they be like, "Okay, it's her show now."
They might put her on there. I'm telling you, she might do one song, and I wouldn't be disappointed, man, if he brought out.
I'd be furious. If I'm Usher, I'm furious.
You furious? Taken away from his moment.
Yeah, you know how many people want to do the Super Bowl?
She took away from the whole season. Like, what's give her the last moment, man. Let her take a bow.
She really did, especially the Chiefs. She did take away from the whole season.
I mean, all year the camera's been on her. But my argument is, you know what? It's not her fault. It's not her fault though. She's just being hurt.
And she's being a good girlfriend, going to the game to support her man. It's not her fault.
She can't help that the camera's on her. I mean, she really can't.
And according to what they said, she doesn't want to perform at the Super Bowl because she just wants to go support her man. Don't lie to me.
There you go.
You said you just want to go support your man. Don't show up on stage.
I think that's what she'll do too, man. I think
I'm going to Vegas. I'm going to Vegas. We going to Vegas.
we going to Vegas.
We gonna jump.
Sure. What we gonna do? Stop her? No, Taylor. No.
I'm gonna let you finish later. We're gonna let Usher go.
Man, we could afford to go to Super Bowl. I don't think we'd be sitting up there just happy to be there. Them tickets
Just
like
looking around, cheering against the 49ers.
You ain't lying. Oh man. So we talking about a lot of women stuff today, man. We might as well talk about Meg versus Nicki Minaj. Why not? Why
the
not?
only good thing I can say about them is at least they ain't shooting at each other.
Well, I mean, that's all you got.
I can't look, man.
We can come to this point.
I mean, so I mean, we knew this, and Meg is just nasty. She's just
I think
nasty.
she nasty. She nasty girl. Nicki nasty too.
Yeah, and Nicki's a mean girl too.
Yeah.
I
mean, when you heard it, what would you? Let's take it song by song. When you heard Meg hiss, what did you think, man?
What I really think?
Yes.
Because somebody so pretty be such a hoe.
Dang. That's what you thought.
Yeah.
You must have saw the video.
I mean, I've seen it before. So
Yeah.
I ain't seen the video.
Oh, I thought you saw the hiss video.
I ain't seen the video. But yeah. I mean,
see. She made it.
She actually can rap some.
Oh, she can rap. Both of them can rap.
She just need to lead. She talk about something else?
Well, I mean, she was talking about Nicki, and she made a statement in there about Megan's Law. Did you hear that part?
Yeah, so I guess that's the part that made Nicki hot.
Because she was talking about Nicki's husband, who is a sex offender, and he's a registered sex offender, and that's part of a law that's been passed or whatever. Which was clever. It was clever.
It was clever. Why should I talk about all that other stuff? I don't want to hear about her private parts no more. And her body count.
Yada, man. Get it right.
Yeah, that too. All that.
Oh man. So I'm thinking like this is great for hip hop, man. This is it's women beefing in hip hop, man. It's a great diss songs. I like diss songs.
It's great. It's great for hip hop.
Diss songs, going back to diss tracks. They're not fighting. They just putting out songs.
Yeah. Yeah. There's that. They ain't shooting each other. I told you that's the positive I can pull out.
Well, I'm gonna give you some more negative to draw for this. So what happened was, you hear the line when she says about her dead mom, right?
Yes.
So the Barbs posted Meg's mother's grave, where her grave site is. So people are going there. They're having to hire extra security to guard her mother's grave. This is what I don't like. This is where it takes a turn for me. I'm like, this is stupid.
This is just dumb.
Sick.
I don't understand. Can't we all just get along? Can't we all just get along? I don't.
It's hip hop though. If it was two dudes beefing, we wouldn't even bat an eye. We like, all right.
No, because we really don't say nothing about Benzino and Eminem.
I mean, that's been going on for years.
It's been going on forever. But I mean, we don't.
Yeah, we don't.
And care. No Vaseline and Hit 'Em Up with classics.
That's top 2 diss songs of all time for sure.
So I guess.
Where do you rank Bigfoot? Where do you rank Bigfoot?
It's
Nowhere.
It's just mean. I mean, can she just really be?
I mean, I see what she was trying to do. I mean, she went.
She'll
She
be
was
a mean
upset.
girl.
She's been a mean girl. Exactly. She's known to be a mean girl. This all started back with Cardi. This all goes back to Cardi B. You know, this all starts with her, and it just trickled down to now. Meg is the new girl who
She is the root of all evil.
is common denominator is Cardi B.
Well, I mean, well, you know, at least they ain't fighting. They ain't fighting.
They're not fighting, man. Nobody wants to see a girl fight.
Yeah.
Right.
So,
Right.
but,
Yeah. No, I don't. Yeah.
Yeah. They ain't shooting at each other. They ain't fighting.
They ain't fighting, man. It's hip hop. It's hip hop, man.
And you know, Meg was being sly, trying to slip that in there.
That's a great
Didn't
bar.
work.
It was pretty good. What she said, not worried about Megan. They worry about Megan's law.
Yeah, it was. Man, now you got Nicki mad talking about doing a part 2, and
hers wasn't as good. Hers was a little, wasn't as
it was
good.
kind of whack.
It was.
It was kind of whack. I mean,
it was.
I mean, I probably get the Nicki fans be mad. It wasn't that good.
You know what I hate about Nick? I like Nicki. She can rap. When she start going, she start doing all them voices and high octaves. I hate that. I hate that.
Yeah, I don't like that. Yeah.
What you know about Nicki? Nicki. I like, shut up.
Maybe she come out with part 2, she'll do better.
Man, they just need to stop. Let's just end it.
They ain't not gonna end it because
beef, man. Put out music.
Some women are petty. And these seem like, well, matter of fact, didn't Nicki say in the song something about being petty?
Yeah, she did. She talked a lot. Started sounding like Pac to hit him up.
I'm like, wait a minute, she done talked for a minute and a half after the song over. They not gonna end it.
Oh man. Nah, you're right. It is what it is. They gonna go at it, man.
I mean, she went real personal. She
did. And you talk about somebody's spouse. You stepping over the line, bro.
Yeah, that's so. I mean, more power to them if
that's what they into, right?
If that's what they into, I just
yeah. That's hip hop, man. That's hip hop.
That's what hip hop is now.
That's what it is now, man. It's a bunch of tweets and retweets, and they just over Instagram. They do their little. Then they come out and get personal with people.
Yeah, I mean, y'all just mean. Y'all just make the Lord so mad.
Hey, can't you agree that she did get shot? You making fun of the woman that got shot in the foot.
Said she didn't have no scars.
Hey, that's why I say you talk about black women unfair. That's some unfair stuff. Black women get shot.
They say something to cut. Ooh wee. I know they want to fight. Just cut what they said, but they ain't gonna fight. They just gonna keep doing this. And people gonna keep getting reeled into it.
They dig deep, man. A woman got shot. The woman got a husband's a sex offender.
They just telling all of it. Talking about a dead mama.
A dead mama.
Dead mama.
She said, your mama's dead. Your mama's dead. No, you lied on your dead. I'm like, wow. She said that like 10 times.
You just make the Lord so mad. Why are you so angry?
But
everybody knew about your husband. Why are you so mad?
No, we heard Pac. Your wife, you fat, it ain't better now.
And what do we say? Boy, that's classic.
Oh, I remember when you heard it. I remember I was there. You loved it. I was actually in the car when you kept playing on repeat. To me and your brother was like, man, I wish he quit playing this. You loved it.
Yeah, it's like this is classic. You ain't got to tell all my little business right like that. But
sorry, my bad. Sorry,
you didn't even like it when you heard it.
Yeah, I was just like,
But it was. It was. So she pretty much. She didn't hit him up. She tried.
She tried. That was her version of hit him up.
She was She was probably just as mean as Pac was.
No, man. Pac was pretty over top.
And then he done called that old boy having sickle cell.
When you talk about somebody having sickle, don't one of y'all got sickle cell or something?
Well, she talking about a dead mama.
Ooh.
She was just as mean as Pac. She just didn't do it as good as Pac.
Pac had that energy behind it. I didn't believe Nicki was really that upset.
She was hot. Well, you mean no, not really.
She wasn't really that mad.
That was
She
like, let me make this just because I got to respond.
I gotta respond. I gotta respond. That
Sometimes it seems like what Eminem do too.
That's your boy, man. I didn't really like
me to respond, so I'm just gonna respond.
He just, I mean, that giraffe line was funny.
It was funny. It was funny though.
Other than that, Benzino, who cares about Benzino anyway?
Yeah, I mean, y'all too old. Me, I think that's how Meg and Nicki will be.
Still arguing.
20 years from now, they'll be still cutting records about each other.
And Cardi.
Oh yeah, she's gonna be in there. Come on, people.
Just stop.
I mean, if y'all can't do no hit them up on no Vaseline, don't do it.
Sit down. That should be your bar.
There you go.
That should be your bar. Hit them up.
Oh, yeah.
No Vaseline. They up there. Especially hit them up.
Yeah. I still think no Vaseline was really better.
It had more. I guess what made Hit 'Em Up so good is they played on the radio.
Yeah.
I mean, they had a video.
How did they do that?
It was so edited. It was just a bunch of just blanks.
Yeah, first off, and then you beep. Yeah.
But it was a hit.
Yeah, if y'all can't make them at that standard, don't even. Old boys diss to Eminem is better than these.
Who? Machine Gun Kelly.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was a good one. I actually like that.
It was all right.
It was pretty good. Even Drake back to back against Meek Mill. That's a playback. That was a good shit.
But this stuff right here.
Yeah, this ain't it, man. Women. I mean, you had women that could do some good songs.
Yeah, they can rap. But yeah, that ain't.
Yeah, because MC Light, remember MC Light dissed to who was she dissing? Sweet Tea? Who? No.
MC Light was bad though.
Somebody she was dissing. Antoinette.
Yeah, whoever she was.
Yeah, exactly. Oh.
We all know MC Light though.
She killed it. But they can both rap. We can agree on that. They both can rap.
But maybe they need to just work on it a little bit. Don't just put it out just so I can say I put out this.
Yeah, exactly. Oh man, enough about the barbs and the what do they call the hotties? Did you know that they're called a hotties?
I did not know that.
That should have been a thotties. That would have been cooler, right?
But you know what? They'd have been like, that's disrespectful. Had y'all listen to her music?
Did you remember the thotty sauce? Remember that thotty sauce from what was it? Popeyes. She had the thotty sauce. I didn't want to eat it. I was like, man,
that just sound like something I won't put in my mouth.
Yeah, you grown man ordering thotties. I can't get let me get extra thotty sauce.
Yeah, I don't think I won't put this in my mouth. I'm sorry. No, thank you.
I'm not doing it, man. Oh man. So we had Coach Cobb on, man. Do a little recap, man. How'd you think it went, man? Well, Coach is always funny on the show, man.
Coach is entertaining, man. He's entertaining. We know who he's not gonna vote for.
Yes.
We knew absolutely that. Yeah, Coach is. He's Coach. He's all. And it's like you could tell this was his version of trying to be nice.
Yeah. He kept saying, I'm not gonna say that. Yeah, I am.
Yeah. This was Coach Cobb Light.
Yeah, he held back. The funny part to me was when he said, I mean, I love Mountaineer football, but I'm not paying those $7. I said, $7? Because we bought that little ticket or whatever it was, a playoff.
Yeah, come on, Coach. $7.
He's like, well, I don't know no kids playing. I was like, well, we know kids' parents.
Yeah. That whole calling every team they played North Stokes.
Oh man, which was, I know what he meant.
Yeah, the competition is different, but North Stokes.
Yeah, I wouldn't have said North Stokes.
I wouldn't have said North Stokes.
Shout out to North Stokes.
He could just say the competition was tougher back then. But yeah.
Yeah.
That's Coach Cobb.
That's who he is, man.
If he feels a certain way, he gonna say it.
Yeah, and that's what people appreciate, man.
Yeah, I mean that's what people really. That really is what people appreciate about him. You're gonna know how he feels.
Honesty.
There you go. So,
honesty.
But yeah, he tickled me. I was like, whoo-wee. My wife said he can answer a question for a long time. I said he got a lot to say.
He had a lot to say. You don't want to interrupt you because you want to get, of course you want to guide the show, but you want to let him get it out.
Let him get it out.
Let him get it out, man.
Yeah, he tickled me, boy. What stick out to me was him talking about Armando Baycott, though.
Boy, he's an ugly fella. I was like, oh man, you gonna keep saying this. And then when he talking about Hubert Davis, I'm like, whoa.
You knew George was coming. You knew it was coming.
I knew it was coming, but I was just like hoping he would not.
I mean, because we know he do look like Curious George.
I ain't gonna say it.
Come on, man. That's your coach. I know that's your coach.
My coach, man. That's my coach, bro. I can't.
Yeah, he do look like Curious George.
Oh man, he was on his neck. He was on his neck. I was like, oh. But yeah, shout out to Coach, man. We appreciate him coming on. That was
man, for sure. Man, my cheeks was hurting though.
Laugh.
Yes, sir.
Oh boy, I had to do a two-parter. It was so long. We went for 2 hours and 40-some minutes. I was like, good gracious.
Yeah, that was not the intention at the beginning. It's just where it went.
Yeah, just let it go where it goes, man. Because especially people like that, let them talk. Let them
let them talk. And you can really, in between the laughs, you can get some pearls.
Oh yeah. Oh, for sure.
So,
you really can. And like he said, he was talking about his time, the Jim Crow, living in that era and all that. I'm like, can't argue with people who lived through it.
You can't. Yeah. Well, how can I tell you how you feel?
Yeah, I couldn't argue. I got my opinions on stuff, but really, I didn't live through that.
That's it. So yeah, I can't tell you how to feel about it today. I wasn't there.
That's why I don't get too caught up in well, y'all don't know this and y'all don't know that, and it's different now. Hey, you live what you live through. You
exactly. You live what you live through. You know, and it was good for him to admit he be knowing them kids' names. I don't know if he did it when y'all played.
Classic moment of the pod. Hey, shout out to you for that one.
Boy,
I didn't know. See, I'm thinking like he really couldn't remember people's name. He knew everybody's name then. He said it.
My thing was, this dude know all this history.
True.
Ain't no way in the world he can't know their name. And the thing about it, we did this off the air when I was still fussing at him about not letting me run the ball.
Oh yeah.
I forgot that JV I was number 66.
Really?
Because I changed to 55 in varsity. I forgot. When he said number 66, I was like, dang, that is right. He remember all that stuff.
You're right. He remember everybody's number that ever played on his team.
Hey, you gonna tell me you can't remember your name? Come on, man.
That's a great point. Right. When you said, I was like, wow, he admitted it right here on the show. He's like, yeah, I knew everybody's name.
I was like, I can't, because they'll know what this guy, he can remember your name from one day to the next, but he can remember all that history.
All that history. I mean, everything, man. Everything. Oh,
man. It was just him.
It's just him, man. A lot of people didn't like. Some people didn't like him. He knows that though.
Yeah.
That's what I like. He's self-aware.
And a lot of like you said, a lot of them opposing coaches, they ain't like him.
Yeah.
He didn't care. He really didn't care.
He's shaking your hand. That was funny. I was like, he don't shake people's hand. I didn't even really notice.
Yeah, I never realized it till he said that.
Yeah. Which is, I mean, it's your choice. That was his edge. That was his competitive edge.
There you go. I mean, they like, I had cousins that played for Starmount during that time, and the coaches from Starmount stuff, they hated him.
Yeah.
They could not stand him. He didn't care.
He didn't care. He wanted to beat you. He wanted to beat you. He did not want to be your friend.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. He wanted to beat you. And he talked about the Mount Airy team. We were like, oh gosh. I was like, oh, there's gonna be some people that hear this and like,
yeah. And you wonder, what is he gonna say? Because there's only so much he can say, because they're back-to-back state champions. They went undefeated. What is he gonna say?
And yeah,
the team they got good.
It's like, ugh. I was like, they were pretty good, coach. They back-to-back champions. You can't take that away.
And like I said, it ain't like they was beating them teams 21-14.
Oh no, they was killing them.
He was beating the brakes off of them.
And I'm going to correct this while I'm thinking about it. Actually, Tyler Mason had several offers.
I was thinking that.
He had several offers besides Virginia. I was thinking NC State. It was several offers he had on the table besides Virginia Tech. I want to correct that. That cleared up. But yeah, shout out to Coach, man. He's always welcome on the show, man.
Still Coach Cobb, that's for sure.
Still Coach, man. Oh man, you got anything you want to get off your chest, man?
I done said it with my chest, telling women stop arguing.
You did, man. Shout out to the Barbs and the Thotties or Hotties.
I ain't gonna shout out to none of y'all chicks. Act like y'all got some sense. Oops.
And what'd you say? Chicks? You can't say chicks.
I can't say chicks, broads, or nigga.
Oh, so now I gotta edit. No, I was kidding. I ain't doing it. I ain't doing it.
I can't say them 3 words.
Oh man, leave us on a positive note, man. Something positive.
Man, it's Black History Month. Be proud of our history. Learn our history. Learn more than Martin, Malcolm, Michael, and Magic. It's a lot of things that we have done to help build this country. Learn more about us and appreciate who we are. And that's all I got to say about that.
I like that. I like that, man. Please like, subscribe, man, and leave a comment. We need to
if you got some questions, we like answering questions.
Yeah, please send some questions so we could do our Q&A. That was art. That was beautiful. I liked it.
It was good.
That's gonna be next. Probably be next episode. We got a few now. We'll save it for next episode. We got a few.
Cool.
Yep. All right, bro. Appreciate you as always.
All right, man. Love you, man.
All right, love you. It's been Coach.
Holla.
Yes, sir.